Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. Today we have, to my immediate right, we have Talisa Michela. Talisa has been, we're going to have the cameras on Talisa in just a moment, and we have Sarah Torres to my left. Talisa has been with our program in several episodes before. She dropped off from our radar for a while and she's back now, so we're really happy to have you back, Talisa.
It's an honor to be here at all times. It's always every time is a learning experience. Every day is a learning experience. You learn something very positive every time I leave from here, so it's a very great way to always come back to have the experience.
Wonderful to have you back. I remember just before we started today, we talked about practicing yoga on the subway.
Yes.
At the subway station.
Yeah, that was one of, it's been like a very big idea for me to do that. I know that sounds crazy, why is
No, I
on the
think
subway?
it's great.
But it's perfect because it's so hot down there.
It's so stressful too.
And it's a stressful environment, and you can find your peace down there at the same time you get in your gym workout, because obviously it costs like a gym membership for a month anyway.
Right.
So you
That's
know,
right.
also use your $225 for the best of your ability. Forget an hour and a half of stretching. So I was just thinking that maybe a group of us or several of us should get together and with our yoga mats and your yogi mat toes and go down there and tough it out and sweat it out for an hour and a half and just have
We
a
sweat
blast.
anyway on the subway, right?
Yeah,
so
we
might
do.
as well get a
It's
happy
like a pure
sweat.
sauna.
Yes.
Pure sauna, and so you bring pure joy to that, pure
right.
peace. You doing that on the subway?
I think we might start a movement. Don't you think so, Sarah? Everyone else might want to join us.
That'll be a great movement. I think people really, I'm going to be right there. I'm like,
Right.
yeah.
This
let's
is
move
what
together.
brings us peace.
Together.
Sarah,
It'd be really nice to get more out of riding the MCH of just sitting there in the grunginess.
Right.
It's so grungy. It's like, ew.
I'm wondering.
I'm
do you
serious.
Know,
When I
do we
get
need
on a
permit?
train, I know you know what I'm talking about because you got the baby. I know you be like, ew. It be some stuff in the train, and it's like we're paying $5.
Do we need a
daily
permit?
for people who, huh?
Do we need a permit to stretch at the
I think
You
station?
that
would
we
need a permit. You would need
Really?
a
I
permit
wonder.
in the city.
Well, here's an
whenever you
open
go.
request to the MTA. Please let us know.
They
who
rape
we should-
everybody. We let us go talk about we want to do this. They're going to try to be like,
Give
you
me
have
some
to pay
money.
us.
Really?
Yes, come on.
We have to pay to feel good.
Do you know a single
Sarah
ride-
Torres.
You know
What
what?
world are we in? Why do we have to
MTAs.
pay?
You know what? I wonder.
We're in the MTA world.
What about the way the singers go down there and they sing? And
Yeah, I was thinking that.
And
The
I like
Slumdog
that.
Millionaire.
You ever
right?
seen the cops come along and shoo them along?
So yes and no, but then you have the ones that have the band. There's a band behind it, just stating who they are and what they're playing. So I'm like, if they can do that, so why can't we? When we're not singing, but we're showing a movement of peace. We're showing a movement
Right,
of bringing
teaching them how
serenity and how to make the best in a hazardous environment.
I'm not saying
How
that
to
we
achieve
can
inner
do it.
peace in the
Yeah.
midst of chaos.
I'm just saying we better make sure certain paperwork is in order.
That is very
Other than
No,
that, and two
like
of us
the,
are people
I like
of
the
color.
idea and I like the energy that you guys are sharing right here, because you know what? At the worst, what we could do is leave a little plastic bucket. Maybe some people will drop a few bills.
We'd be
No,
like, join us for $1. Join us. Join us
No,
for $1.
I think it's a great idea. Join us.
Join us for $1. Please stretch today.
No, but it's. I think it's a great idea. We should really
Yeah, no.
think of acting on that. Let's do that.
Or we could raise money, do it for charity also.
That's
That could be another
wonderful.
thing
Yeah.
too. Like
Right,
for,
be like the Yogaxpress charity. Somebody wanted some belts?
With the Yogaxpress sequence on
right.
it. That's a great idea too,
Yeah.
because I'm working on that. Maybe in a few months from now, when we have episode number 350, somewhere around there, We should have some yoga belts with the sequins.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So we can put that on the subway station.
Like,
Have
yeah,
a
for
big
$1.
one.
Everything is $1.
Oh yeah, but you know what? The moment we start selling the belts, we'll be in trouble. So I think we better not go on air saying that.
Like, they're not for sale. It's just what you
That's
get.
right.
It's your keepsake for the $1.
Well, viewers out there, if you want to feel as good as we are feeling here right now, stretch with us. Stay with us every day. Yoga Express airs Monday through Friday on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35. Now that's 1:30 in the afternoon New York time. You also have a lot of support for you. Besides this yoga health show, we have a website, www.yogaexpress.com. It has an interactive blog on through the site. You can actually communicate with us as well, give us your feedback. And we will, of course, if you come and stretch with us on the show, we will share with you my third title, Yoga Secrets. I'm going to hold that up for our director, Josiane Hurd, which has 2 + 8 ailment-specific cards inside, plus a postcard with the sequence. We are almost out of the fridge magnets, which we used to give away before, so now we're not going to promise that to you. If you come and stretch, maybe we'll get a few, maybe we have a few magnets left for the early joiners. Now, before I forget my manners, I'd like to thank our facilitator for today, Deshawn Petro. Deshawn, I hope I got your name right. And our director, Josiane Hurd. Josiane, thanks for being there for us whenever we needed you. We're going to start Sarah Torres. Actually, I didn't do a formal introduction, but thank you. Sarah Torres, I did not introduce you formally, so yes, thank you. Sarah, besides your great ideas about the yoga belt with the sequence, do you have any other suggestions that you'd like to give us? Any words of wisdom?
Suggestions?
Other than stretching on the subway, or tell us a little more about yourself. I know you've been promising to bring your little ones.
I was about to make a suggestion already. Speaking of the backdrops, no. Monday or
maybe in a couple of days from now, a couple of episodes from now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll bring them onto the show.
Okay, and how old are your kids?
My son is 7, my daughter's 6, and I have a little one who won't be joining us because she does baby yoga. That's what I call it.
That's right.
The other day she was crawling, and I turned around. She was like this.
Wow.
Like, what is
There's
she
a name
doing?
for that posture.
Yes, that pigeon thing that you be. I don't know.
That's
I
nice.
don't
And
know
you
what
said
they're
your
called.
older ones were learning difference between their left and
They're
their
left
right.
and their right. Yeah, because I want them to come.
Yeah.
And I know little
So
kids,
when-
I still got a problem with that. I taught them, your L, the L trick,
Oh, that's nice. That's
know,
great.
it's left.
That's the L for left.
Me, I snap with this one. It's the only hand I can snap with. Good. So that's how you hear me snapping. I'll be like, okay, that's the left.
Oh, I see. So that one's the left. You snap
Yeah.
there. How does the left have? What does that have to do with the snapping?
I don't know. I just know how to snap with this hand, so it works for me.
Right.
For them, I was like, it's the L.
Please tell me you don't get confused between your left and your right.
I won't tell you.
No, you don't. You don't. But
At times,
Sarah, it's
if I'm
really
moving
lovely.
too fast.
Actually, that's another thing. When we stretch, we do give ourselves the opportunity to improve our listening skills. So a lot of the times, you might find that if you close your eyes when you're stretching, unless you have a problem with vertigo or you have a problem when you fold over that you cannot close your eyes, try closing your eyes. It's actually a great experience because that way you listen to the instructions more than watch. Because sometimes, and if I make a mistake in my instructions, you'll probably end up making a mistake and you may take the wrong leg back, but that just means that your listening skills are really sharp.
Okay.
So yeah, try that. I used to do that in the yoga classes.
They
It
say
really
when you
helps.
close your eyes anyway that your hearing is supposed to improve.
Exactly.
Like
That's
people who
what's
are
happening.
blind supposed to have
Right.
heightened.
Their heightened hearing,
hearing.
their hearing skills are much
Yeah.
more heightened. Well, welcome back to the show, Sarah. We are going to take our viewers through the sun salutation sequence, and we're all going to stand up. Hopefully, we'll be able to get 3 sequences in. The sun salutation by itself is a series of 8 + 1, 9 postures, plus 3 repeats, or 8 + 4. Heels together, toes slightly apart, palms in front of your chest. We have staggered ourselves to give ourselves enough room here in the studio. Elbows are raised. Namaskarasan. Inhale the arms up. Make sure that your pelvic muscles are nice and firm. Tilt your pelvis forward just a little bit. Take your arms, take your biceps close to your ears or a little behind. Exhale, fold from the hip. Place your palms 8 to 10 inches in front of your feet. Take the left leg back and then the right. Exhale, press your heels all the way down. Keep breathing, keep exhaling. Inhale, bring the left foot between the hands. Place your right knee on the floor, uncurl your toes in the right foot, and let's ease off just a little bit. Left knee is up. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, dip the right elbow over the left knee. If you need to make any adaptations when you're doing a few twists or you're doing postures that you may or may not be ready for today for one reason or another, please allow your body to make adaptations. Hold it right there. Inhale. Let's come out of that. Place both hands beside the left foot. Curl your toes in the right foot. Lift your right knee off of the floor. Take the left foot back to meet the right. You're in Dandasana, plank position. Knees, chest and chin to the floor. Exhale as you go down. Inhale, glide out into Cobra. Now engage your low back muscles. Press with the tops of your feet and then lift your chin up. Take your palms off of the floor. Place your palms back on the floor, forehead to the ground. Curl your toes in. Inhale, lift your buttocks all the way up. Elbows close to the body. Exhale. Bring your right foot between your hands and then the left. Place your palms together. Inhale with a nice straight back. Let's come all the way up. Exhale and release. You may notice all three of us are now working towards a meditative state. We all brought our palms down the middle. Sometimes I tend to go out all the way. I didn't want to hit either of you ladies right here.
We ends up on different parts of the map. I thought it was me.
Yeah. Also, the studio is much smaller than the other one, so I think we have less room here. So I'm trying to be mindful, but it helps for our viewers to know too, Sarah, that if you have less space, there is a way to continue your practice. There's no excuse for them not to stretch.
You could stretch in the closet as long as you could do that, right?
That's right. even when we go 6 feet under, all we get is 2 by 6, right?
That's
so
right.
we really have to learn to live within our space. Palms together. Let's not forget the other side. Elbows are raised, heels together, toes apart. Vestamaustagha back. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold from the hip. Place your palms 8 to 10 inches in front of your feet. Take the right leg back this time, and then the left. Exhale, press your heels all the way down. Inhale, bring the right foot between the hands. Place your left knee on the floor. Uncurl your toes in the left foot, and let's ease off just a little bit. Right knee is up. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, dip your left elbow over the right. Once again, make your adaptations. Place your right hand on top of your left. Raise your right elbow. Look up at the raised elbow and hold. Keep breathing. When we say hold, it's always about holding your posture, not your breath. Inhale. Let's come out of that. Place both palms beside your right foot. Curl your toes in the left foot. Lift your left knee. Take the right foot back to meet the left. In plank position. Knees, chest and chin. Let's dip our torso. Inhale. Let's come up. Press with the tops of your feet. Press with your palms first. Inhale. Lift your chin up. Chest is open. Now engage your low back muscles and then take your palms off of the floor and hold. Palms back on the floor. Elbows close to your body. Curl your toes in. Forehead to the floor. Inhale. Lift your buttocks all the way up. Inhale, bring the left foot between the hands and then the right this time. Place both your palms together. Inhale, come up with a nice straight back. Exhale and release. Now that should get our chakras moving already, right? Talk about energy centers.
Yeah,
So you feel energized.
I do.
Feels good, and we are ready to go another 2 rounds. I think we are pretty comfortable. We have at least 15 minutes, so I think we can go help our viewers understand what the postures mean, what the names are this time. So we started with Namaskar. Namaskar is prayer. Elbows are raised, palms in front of your chest. Heels together, toes slightly apart. Inhale, take your arms all the way overhead. Hold it right there. Hasta Uttana. Hasta is hands, Uttana is raised. Raised arms. Exhale, fold from the hip. Pada Hasta. Pada is feet, Hasta is hands, hands to feet. Place your palms 8 to 10 inches in front of your feet. Take the left leg back and then the right. Exhale, press your heels all the way down. Dip your head between your biceps. Adho Mukha Shvanasana. Adho is downward, Mukha is facing, Shvana is dog. Downward facing dog. The school that I trained in actually, Sarah and Talisa, I'm not sure, I think I may have mentioned this before. We would call this Parvatasana. Parvat is mountain. So either way, it does have a name. Inhale, bring the left foot between the hands. Ashwa Sanchala. Place the right knee on the floor. Uncurl your toes in the right foot. Ashwini is horse. Ashwa Sanchala, equestrian. Left knee is up. Say again.
May I ask you a question about the downward facing dog? So, like, what does it mean if you're like that and you feel lightheaded afterwards?
If you're feeling lightheaded, then you may want to take a break and you want to rest. But if you're able to dip further and try to touch your forehead to the ground, that might help you. Because sometimes it means, if you're feeling lightheaded, it means you're getting a little dizzy. Maybe there's too much blood rushing to your head. Like
you said that, well, because I was resting like that the other day.
Right, and you felt lightheaded.
And I stood up and I was like, what's happened here? Like,
well, see, what's happening is we have this cochlear fluid inside the ear. The inner ear has a fluid. That's why when you go in a moving car, you find that if you get out of a moving car or a moving train, you have to keep moving because that fluid keeps moving. That's what gives you takes your body in motion. So when you're going down, the fluid is coming to your head, so you might feel a little dizzy. Oh, okay. If you do, see if you can make contact with something. So you go deeper into the posture and rest your head somewhere.
Is that a safe resting?
It's not really a very safe position. If you happen to be in that position, at least make sure that your blood doesn't. You don't.
So you don't want to be down there really resting for like.
No, actually, we should talk about this when we get to that. No, that's a good point that you brought up. No, I think it's important to discuss it. Left knee is up. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, dip your right elbow over the left. Now you've got me thinking, Sarah. Place your left hand on top of your right. Raise your left elbow. Look up at the raised elbow and hold. Inhale. Let's come out of that. We have to hyperextend. Is that what you call it on the other side? Curl your toes in. On the right foot, lift your right knee off the ground. Take your left foot to meet the right. Dandasana, danda or plank. The posture we just came out of. Let's hold the plank for a few seconds. Posture we just came out of is Parsvakona Namaskara. We'll explain that a little more on the other side. Knees, chest and chin to the floor. Exhale and dip. Inhale. Let's come up into Cobra. Now we just came through a posture called Ashtanga Namaskara and we glided out. What's the past tense of glided? Glided, right, okay. We glided out into Cobra. Ashtanga Namaskara. Ashta is 8, Anga is limbs. 8 limbs touch, make contact with the floor. That's the 2 hands. And as we come down, it's chin, chest, the 2 hands, the knees, and the 2 feet. So now we're in Cobra right now. Cobra or Bhujang is, Bhujang literally means cobra. Engage your low back muscles. Take your palms off of the floor. Inhale and lift. Palms back on the floor. Curl your toes in. Inhale. Lift your buttocks all the way up into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog or Parvatasana, mountain. Exhale. Press your heels down. Inhale. Bring your right foot between the hands and then the left. Padahasta. Hands together. Inhale, let's come up. The nice straight back. Exhale and release. From Hasta Uttana, we're back down to Namaskarasana. Now we'll go through the other side and then we'll take a short break to address your question.
Okay.
I think it's very valid. We really need to look at that. I've not been asked that before and I think we should analyze it. Palms together, elbows up, heels together, toes apart. Inhale, the arms up. Hasta Uttana. Exhale, fold from the hip. Padahasta. Place your palms 8 to 10 inches in front of your feet. Take the right leg back and then the left. Exhale, dip your heels all the way down. Bring your head between your hands. Keep exhaling. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, bring the right foot between the hands. Place your left knee on the floor. Uncurl your toes in the left foot. Ashwa Sanchala. Ashwini is horse. Inhale the left arm up. Now we're going to take you through Parsva Kona Namaskara. Exhale. Dip your left elbow over your right. Place your right palm on top of your left. This does involve a little bit of balance, so stay focused. Look up at your raised elbow. Parsva is intense. Kona is Kona. Namaskara is prayer. Intense prayer twist. Inhale. Let's come out of that. Place both palms beside your right foot. Curl your toes in the left foot. Lift your left knee up. Take the right foot back to meet the left. Knees, chest, and chin. Dip. Exhale. And then inhale as you glide out into Cobra. Press with the tops of your feet. Engage your low back muscles. Take your palms off the floor. Bhujang or Cobra. Place your palms back on the floor. Curl your toes in, forehead to the ground. Inhale, lift your buttocks all the way up. Parvatasana or mountain. Inhale, bring the right foot between the hands and then the left. Padahasta, palms together. Inhale, come up with a nice straight back. Exhale and release. Before we go into the third round, let's sit down for a moment because it's really spiked my interest too, and I really want to be able to address that. The reason people get into a hypertensive state when blood rushes to the top of the head, right? So when you go down, let's say you're suspended in midair, like when you're going down, your head is actually suspended without anything to rest it on.
Right, it's dangling.
It's dangling, right. Blood is rushing to your head in an inverted position. Some people do get dizzy. So what you want to do, if you really do need to be in that position, you could even use a foam block. You want something to rest your head on. The moment you do that, the blood stops throbbing inside your head. Hopefully you won't feel that dizzy. Now, there could be a scientific or a medical reason, which I don't feel qualified to attend. All I believe is if you have the opportunity to rest your head on something, it will prevent blood from rushing too fast to your head. Because that's what's happening when your head is suspended in midair. That's why we try our best. Yoga works on, one of the main principles of yoga is gravity. So it works on, and the other thing is, of course, circulation. It's got diet, circulation, gravity, massage, and organ and gland massage. One of the main principles is gravity, but you want to make sure you don't leave any part of your body suspended. That's why we say even if you don't reach all the way to your toes, you want to hold on either to your ankles or some part of your body. You don't want to leave your body suspended. And especially with the head, when the blood rushes, you want to be careful. Hopefully there's no medical issues, but where did you feel this? Where were you?
I was home, up at night, and I was like, I'm going to do
Counting
some
sheep.
bending. And then counting to thousands of sheep. So I was like, I'll do some forward folds, and I was getting tired. So I was like, oh, well, they always say the mountain is a good resting.
Right. Well, the yoga schools always say it's a good rest position. Well, I'm actually surprised because typically you shouldn't. What do you think, Talisa? Typically you shouldn't feel too dizzy because your hand is still resting, so your head is not really
Well, how long
suspended.
a time should you be
Oh,
there?
I wouldn't hold it for longer than 4 or 5 seconds. How long were you holding it? Okay, now we're seeing a guilty look on her face. How long were you holding it?
I think you're
Too long.
I think you're supposed to hold it for 5 breaths.
5 breaths, okay.
That's
but each
good
breath is about,
information.
each breath could be about
30
between
seconds.
30 seconds. That's a long breath, which means 10 seconds of inhale, 20 seconds of exhale, 5 breaths. I only asked her, I was more lenient with her. I only told her to hold it for 5 seconds. She said, 5 breaths,
5
that's
breaths.
13 to 5, 3 minutes.
It's more of a sense like you're not supposed to like that. You're
It
supposed
has to be long, deep breath.
long deep breaths, and you do it on a long deep breath. You take your time with it. But when you feel like yourself, that means you're 2 things. You cut off circulation. You're doing it too fast. You're not listening to your body.
Or you're there too long.
You could be there for some positions. You
I
can be there
feel
too
it.
long, but you come out of it very slowly.
Right.
That
Well,
I
that's
didn't know.
important too. Coming out with
I was
question.
there for like umpteen minutes.
Have you tried the shoulder stand? Have you tried holding the shoulder stand? I once was in shoulder stand and I went to sleep. Well, I'm saying literally, not my mind sort of got so distracted and I was there for 28 minutes. When I came out of it, I don't normally go that long. I usually go between 5 and 6 minutes, and I
Yeah.
think I was listening to some music, and
It
my
was
mind
comfortable.
went off and to
Well, they
another.
say that
thing.
each pose you're supposed to really hold each pose for like 20 minutes.
Each posture?
Mm-hmm.
No, even Yin Yoga only allows 3 minutes. You know what? Let's do this. Let's bring this.
20.
No, Yin actually holds it for 2 to 3, and Pigeon is the longest one where they hold it for 5 or 6 minutes because that's intended to be more comfortable.
And if you hold downward facing
20
dog
is-
for more than 10 minutes.
I think that's a lot.
I'm glad I
but
didn't
you know
pass
what?
out.
We have a special guest coming in on August 31st at our taping on 31st. Let's ask her because she is a very experienced yoga teacher. So maybe we should address this and bring it up to her and ask her what is the longest safe amount of time we can hold a posture.
Especially if we're upside
I think
down.
it would be nice, but 20 minutes sounds really ambitious. But I'm willing to give it a shot. Maybe consciously try the shoulder stand.
I've stayed
In headstand,
headstand for 10 minutes.
Headstand,
No,
yes.
For like 10 minutes, and I was like, okay, like.
Yeah, no, headstand, yes, because it is actually, the body is aligned straight up. So you're actually very comfortable once you've found your center of gravity, yes. Even shoulder stand, you're taking a lot of weight on your shoulders, literally. So probably, I don't know, I just went to sleep, but I don't think I'll be very comfortable really because I was in pain when I came out. But you're absolutely right. With headstand, if you're very comfortable, I know you're very comfortable.
I'm not that, I mean, like, I'm comfortable, but I'm not that very, like,
You
advanced
found
in
it.
I can find a balance to hold at least for like 5 minutes.
Right. Well, yeah, you know what, let's try one of these. Maybe in tomorrow's episode we'll try holding the postures a little longer and see how we go. I think it would definitely feel good if you can hold it a little longer.
Sure,
I
if
totally
time
agree.
permits, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do one more round of sun salutation before we finish today's episode. I think, did Josiane say we had 3 minutes or was it 5?
I think she said.
Oh, she said 5. So now we'll have
She
about
didn't say
3.
it. She was like.
Let's take one last round. Heels together, toes slightly apart. We hear the closing music. Inhale, take your arms all the way overhead. Exhale, fold from the hip. Place your palms 8 to 10 inches in front of your feet. Take the left leg back and then the right. We hear the closing titles. Dip your head between your biceps. Inhale, bring your left foot between your hands. Place your right knee on the floor, uncurl your toes in the right foot and let's ease off. Left knee is up, inhale the right arm up. Exhale, dip your right elbow over the left. We like to call this the Yogaxpress twist. Place your left palm on top of the right. Look up at the raised elbow and hold. Inhale, let's come out of that. Both palms beside your left foot. Curl your toes in the right. Lift your right knee off the floor. Take your left foot to meet the right. Dandasana, knees, chest and chin to the floor. Exhale and dip. Inhale, let's come out into Cobra. Let's glide out into Cobra position, Cobra Bhujang. Inhale, engage your low back muscles and take your palms off of the floor. Palms back on the floor, forehead to the ground. Curl your toes in. Inhale, lift your buttocks all the way up. Inhale, bring your right foot between your hands and then the left. Place both palms together. Inhale, come up with a nice straight back. Exhale and release. Let's go right back into the other side. Inhale, take your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold from the hip. Take your right leg back this time and then the left. Exhale, press your heels all the way down. Dip your head between your biceps. Inhale, bring your right foot between your hands. Place the left knee on the floor. Uncurl your toes on the left foot and let's ease off. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, dip your left elbow over the right. Place your right palm on top of the left. Look up at the raised elbow and hold. Inhale, let's come out of that. Both palms beside